No, no. But I have his keys. So yeah, good times are not forgotten. It brings joy to the song that I sing for the hills of Ohio.
I think them two want their picture taken.
They'll get out there and do
Around the room.
Okay. See, Paul, I told you. We knew you were going to be in it.
We have so much fun.
Is this yours?
Yeah.
Well done.
It's good to see you. I'm taking your picture as you take my picture. Debate watch party.
Yeah.
And did a phone banking with us.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I was
Alex,
with
right?
Strickland, right?
Yeah.
Alexa.
Pop-up art.
Is it kids?
Some of the stuff was done by Passion Works. I've done some of the stuff she's done. Some of the stuff were done by other artists. It's just collaboration of different pieces. There's a pressure now. People are asking questions and now it's not here to help me answer them.
Is this video going?
Paint all the parts of me talking.
Just like question. We help set up, and some of the paintings are from various artists.
These are Vicks plants. A Vicks vapor rub plant. If you rub the leaf, it actually smells like a Vicks vapor rub.
It does.
You can steep the leaves and inhale the vapors if you have congestion. And I just love it.
Brazil semi-succulent.
Yes.
Keep them in the house all winter. Mimosa.
Mimosa, yes. Wow. They get beautiful pink flowers.
There's a lot.
I want to know.
You want one? The August? Okay. I'm looking. Lift it up on the. Can you lift it up in the air and find out on the bottom which one's August? You already knew. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, I didn't have to tell you that.
All handmade.
Wow.
Hello, Mr. Beecher.
Well, hi there.
He's like, good to see ya. No, we're here.
Patty sold a rug.
I did. That's all.
That's it. We sold one thing.
I made these ones and more.
making sure over there.
We found a door over here.
I know. I actually have to get my last about the car. It's like
yesterday. Ooh, yesterday. Ooh, yesterday. Ooh, yesterday. Ooh, yesterday. Thank you so much. Love and happiness, something that can make you do wrong, make you do right. Hey, love. Love and happiness. Wait a minute, something's going wrong. Someone's on the phone, 3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, talking about how she can make it right. Yeah, well, happiness is when you really feel good with somebody. There's nothing wrong being in love with someone. Yeah, okay. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. To me, and I'll be good to you. We'll be together. We'll see each other walk away with victory. Yeah, okay. Love and happiness. Love and happiness. I
Scout Marching Band, you may now take the field for your OMEA adjudicated performance.
to you from my heart. I remember being at the school board meeting the night that they announced we are going to dispose of the buildings on Fayette Street. I wrote for the Messenger at that time, and I thought, oh God. And my heart started racing, and I drove back to Nelsonville, and I went to Anita McDonald's house because I knew that she was active in a lot of different civic things here in Nelsonville. And when I talked with her, she said, Dorothy Gettle just retired. She can help us. We unexpectedly went to Gary Hunter's office because Dorothy had a relationship through his family and also knowing Gary and his brother. And I knew John Ballantyre from writing for the paper and all the things he had done for the Opera House. And Anita McDonald knew Judy Thompson. Well, I don't think we could have had three better musketeers than these three people have been to us. They've touched so many lives throughout this whole area, and they're so humble that they never want to be recognized. But all you have to do is look around this town and see the results of their contributions. There are many. We're very honored. I stand here tonight and look at all of you, and each one of you have done something that is a reward in life. We don't know from one day to the next whether we're going to be here or not, but you changed the charter for all of us. And it's unbelievable that this project is now going to become a reality. You believe it, but from waking up one morning to having somebody work in the building, and they had taken all of the dye that they used back then to do copying with. It was all over the walls, and Deb Kuhn came down and helped us clean all that up. They took this beautiful bus and dropped it off at the steps in the auditorium. You know, most people at that point would have said, I'm done. I'm not. Dorothy and I went down there one Sunday, and Jimmy rigged the doors because they had broke in and had ran up and down in the upstairs with carts and broke all the windows out in that building, in the upstairs where the offices were, for where you went to learn typing and also other things with Doris Pergram. The way Jimmy rigged that door, when I think back now, I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought, because we didn't have any money, that was number one. And my son at that time wasn't old enough to help a lot, and my husband was at that time was worthless. So we did the best we could, and they did not come back in. They did not come back in. Then Dorothy sent me, I worked in Athens, and she sent me to a commissioners meeting. We had applied for grants before, but she sent me, and we applied for a grant, and they were humble enough to look at us after we had fought so hard to keep these buildings. And we got lucky. One of the projects that was funded didn't go through, and so we got our first foot in the door, and then from then on, they were willing to help us. So, to all of you tonight, thank you for coming to this. Thank you for believing in us to begin with. I saw Gary Edwards today working his heart and soul out at the entryway going into Crabtree Field. It's people like Gary and each one of you, and pat yourself on the back for everything you've done to help others, because it changes things. The Baird Foundation, they believe in us. Without your belief, none of this would happen. And when it's done, I hope every one of you here has the biggest smile on your face, as the three of us, Anita and Dorothy and I, are going to have, because we're thrilled to death that this is going to happen. We don't want any credit for it. We just want to say thank you for taking care of us. We'd like to honor Gary Hunter. Gary has worked with us since the very beginning, providing support and legal counsel to our efforts since 1999. Next, we would like to recognize John Ballantyre. But the first set of architectural plans for the renovation of the buildings, and has been a great asset to our work. John, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Thank you. John had his hands full trying to take care of everybody, and here were we three little musketeers saying, can you help us? Can you help us? And he never, ever said, never, I don't have time for you. I got all this. He said, sit down and talk about it. He drove to Columbus and got plans for us so we could have a band competition there. And we were so naive. We bought hundreds of dollars worth of pop with our own money and all kinds of other things to cook. And all the bands came. It was marvelous. But every one of them brought their own cooler. And so we were like, oh, okay. We learned a lot as this process went on, believe me. But you're naive when you do that.
Well, I traveled parts of Europe.